Wahoo here, back on another video, this time around guiding you through the Bunfest event we got going on in Trove right now, also known as the Easter event. Yes, actually Easter has already come and gone because it's very early this year, and usually this is the month where we get our Bunfest event. So yeah, it's a little the Easter is actually gone, but now we do got the event, if you can see right here, from the 9th of April to the 22nd of April as well. We got the Bunfest 2024. And we got a bunch of stuff to cover in this one. This is the first quest ever to have 13 steps in it. So that's really crazy. I think the max we've had is 12, I think, or at least 11. But now we also have 13. So I hope this is a trend going forward. We are maybe going to get more and more steps. Some of the steps are pretty easy, but still, I would just love a 50-step quest. Maybe that's also crazy, but if the steps are just kind of open your leaderboard and stuff like that, it's sort of not a step for me, but we'll see what happens. Bigger, longer steps would be amazing, and yeah, I would just love that, and just not just doing dungeons, but yeah, a big quest would be amazing. But anyways, we are talking about the Bunfest, of course, and we're gonna go into the event. Of course, you have to gather one ore today, and then of course you have tomorrow, where you have to upgrade a gem and all that stuff. And also, of course, Saturdays, gotta remind you guys, that double XP potion for doing one dungeon is very, very nice to get indeed. So stack up on those potions. You never know when there's gonna be a new class. Maybe we'll get one to summer, so you know, gotta stack them up right now. So we got them for summer, of course. So anyways, that was the intro. You know, we got, you know, the fest, we got the Easter, we got the, you know, everyday quest, the everyday quest, bro. I don't know. Anyways, let's jump into step number 1. So for step number 1, all we have to do is go to the Trove hub, and we are going to greet Qubesly, say Sir Qubesly, in the hub here, and of course he is right over here in the event hub. So of course you got the big statue here, so it's on the left, can't really miss it, but right there is the Bunfest hub, if you can say it like that, or vent hub, you can say it like that. All you have to do is walk up to a Qubesly right here, interact with it using your interact button, depending on what that is. It doesn't say right here, but mine is E. So by doing that, you're gonna complete step number 1. As you can see here, just go ahead and do that right there. So that's pretty easy, just to go up and interact with them right there. So that was step number 1. We can now head into step number 2. All right, guys, for step number 2, all we have to do is hunt for some eggs. And I say all we have to do because it's not so super easy, but it's quite easy, of course, but it's not super easy in the same way. But we have to go to either Medieval Highlands, Fey Forest, Candoria, Forbidden Spires, or the Geotopside. So, of course, you can go right here where I went, or you can go to the Forbidden Spires, or you can go to the Geotopside, all of the Geotopsides. I would just go to the Geotopside if you can go there, and just find them there. There's probably also a mod for it. It probably is a mod from later years, so there may be also a new one if you're playing on PC. Because as you can see right down here is this little teeny tiny egg. You only have to get 3 of them, so it's not super hard to get. But the point is, they're very teeny tiny, and they're usually, if they're in a little nook here, or little cranny, then you are not going to super find it. I had to, you can see I already have one of them. Up there, you can see I have already one, because I had to test if it was actually these ones, and it's not interacting with it. I don't think you can interact with it. All you have to do is attack it. So you can see right here, that attacks it. And you do get some chocolate and some glim out of it. I also got flux from the other one. So if you run around, and you should be able to find it. There's a lot of stuff here in the Fey Forest that I went to. But you should be able to go to anywhere, so don't worry too much about it. Just go around and you're gonna find a ton of them. And you can see there's another one, so that is gonna complete for me step number 2, and the same is gonna go for you. I had no intention of that rhyming, but it did. But anyways, that was step number 2. Now we head into step number 3. All right, for step number 3, we do have to go to Candoria, and we are going to defeat some Eggmen, and we need to 25 of these guys. You can see I already got some of them because I wanted to see if it actually was the ones that I needed. You can also see right there in the background, if I can open up my inventory, you can see right there is also an egg, so you can also get the eggs from here. Of course, there's the egg dungeon as well. We probably have to do some with that later. Usually we have, but the ones we're looking for are just these guys down here. You can see right here. If I go down here, there's probably a lot of people going here because it has to do with Candoria. So you can see that gave me another one. So just NPCs all around that look like eggs, as you can see here. So they're all just, they're not in the dungeons. They can probably also be in the dungeons, but there are probably just more of them if you just run around. I don't know if this guy is gonna give one of them. I didn't see if that one did. You can probably see in the video, but that at least is 8, and there's gonna be 9. And you can see they're all over the place. Now there is another one right over here. You can see there. I didn't see actually. I didn't see that one either. So yeah, you gotta get 25 of these guys, and that's gonna complete. So again, Candoria, go to where it has the most Candoria, and just go here. But you can do it in any Candoria. So I would just suggest you go to where the highest you can farm, and just, you know, go there and get it. So yeah, I'm gonna get my last 13. And I will be completing step number 3 as well, so we can head into step number 4. Alright guys, for step number 4, all we have to do is go ahead and find some of these egg dungeons that I was talking about in step number 3, where at this time we have to defeat King Egon, and he's gonna be in these here, but it's not always gonna be King Egon, it's gonna be sometimes an imposter. And yeah, so we are just gonna go around and finding these. They're all over the place in Candoria. I think they're also in Geotop side and stuff, but they are specifically saying that we should be in, you know, Candoria, so I wouldn't go to any of the other places either. So we're gonna go here, and this should be King Egon. Oh, there was him. Okay, so it's not always going to be him. Maybe I was just lucky. Maybe it is always him, but yeah, you know, it could be any one of them as well. As you can see, somebody else is also looking for him right there. But yeah, just go ahead. It's gonna say, right as we you said before, let me just go right here and go right over here on this dungeon. It should say, and I know my face is right there in the way, so let me just go ahead and do this. You can see right here, it says slay the licorice leisure, and this means, of course, that this is the part of the, so it has to say King Egon right here. So go around to the egg dungeons. If it says King Egon, just go ahead and of course go and complete it, and it should do it maybe in the first time. If it doesn't, just keep going until you can do so as well. But anyways, that was step number 4. We can head into step number 5. Step number 5, we have to head back to the hub because we do have to craft ourselves a gateway, and just a TLDR on this one. It might be a little bit hard to get all the stuff for this one, because there is some stuff that might be a little bit hard to get for newer players at least, or maybe you're just lucky and having some of these ones. So with that said, let's figure out how we are going to get ourselves these gateways so we can start defeating these bosses in the delve. All right, so first we can, like we said, we're gonna be back in the hub right here, and we are gonna go over here to the Bunfest station. We can also use this one. Go over here, and you can see this is some new stuff right here we, you know, gotta get at some point. But the point is, these deep steppers gateways are right here. These are the ones we need, and you can see they are right here. And here is the kicker, if you can say it like that. So first, let's just start with the chocolate. That's the top one. Chocolate is, of course, from doing dungeons. So you can see I have to do some more dungeons to get these ones right here. That is, of course, the egg dungeons. That is going to drop the Bunfest chocolate. So I'm going to go out and do some more of that. It's kind of surprising that we didn't get to that part, basically. I'm also kind of surprised that the other items that are here is not something you get from the quest line. So especially this memory thing, which I will cover in a little bit here. But yeah, the chocolate is, of course, just doing more egg dungeons. So we'll do that. Go out there and do that. Bunfest tokens, you should have them just from the quest steps. So there you are getting something from the quest steps. But here is the thing, that is the uncommon memory here. This one is from loot collecting memories or mementos that you get in Delve. So if you don't know what the mementos are, they're kind of like Pokemon. I kind of tell, like, you gotta catch them all. They don't really do anything. They're just kind of little collectibles. They do give mastery, which the point is. But if you get, you know, usually what happens, why I have 59 of these, is because that I've just been, you know, doing Delve, and then suddenly a random one drops, and it drops just randomly. It can drop from enemies to the boss. It can drop from the boss. Usually it drops from the boss, but it can also drop from the small enemies. I wouldn't go ahead and just farm the small enemies for them. But the problem is here that this is not tradable. That's the point. It's not tradable because the mementos are not not tradable either. These ones are not either, and that's the problem. If you don't have any of these, you cannot continue this step before you get some of these ones. The inner dude, that's right here, or init dude right here, that doesn't take you very long to get these 10. You can actually buy gateways on the marketplace here. You cannot buy the Bunfest gateways, unfortunately, but you can buy, you know, gateways, and you can loot collect two of those, and you'll get enough of this one to do that. Or you can just do delve, which is not very hard to do, and 10 is like nothing. But the thing is that's going to really hold you back is the memories right here. The same goes for this one. It's the same recipe right here, but there's also a King Egon one that's going to be a rare one. You can do this one as well. You do need a little bit more chocolate, and also a little bit more endued. Of course, that's going to be 5, so that's that 5 gateways if you want to loot collect those, or just do a one run of delve to get this one. But if you have a rare one, it can go so as well. You can see I have 40 of these, and basically what happens is that you get one of these, you click them, and it says you have already you already know this one, and then you basically just go to the loot collector, and then you loot collect these, and then you just stack up on time over time basically. But you need 3 of these for this step here, but only 1 of these. But this is also a rare one, so you're gonna get less of this one. But if you do get another one, then you can loot collect that one. You can also just loot collect it. You don't have to learn it, but there is again some mastery tied into it. So the first one, I would always suggest you get the mastery, but yeah, again, it cannot be traded, and I think that's kind of sad that it's great that it has something to get with this one, but this step is going to take some people a little bit longer, especially if you are new. You're not going to get this one. But anyways, the point is you are also going to be able to get this next year. So if you don't get it this year, you are going to get it next year. Just want to mention that. But yeah, I think it's kind of a oversight that this would be the you know, thing. I don't know if we should be the refined chocolate instead. Maybe the refined chocolate should be something that should be instead of this one. So just make it twice as hard to get the gateway. Make double this, also double this. Maybe double it with the coins as well. And maybe, I don't know, really, you don't have a lot of coins right now. If you get some more, and you know, further you go. But I would just say keep it at 1, sure, or maybe 2, because you do get 4. But the point is, yeah, definitely would be something else. And these stuff there is from this one, you can definitely farm that one as well. So anyways, that's just kind of how it goes. And I think, yeah, that's just where you're going to get your stuff. So yeah, really not much more to it. Again, you cannot buy the mementos on the marketplace either. So yeah, it's going to gatekeep somebody from doing rest of this. So just wanted to mention all of these things. And the Inner is not tradable either, but it's super easy to get. I think it might be the easiest of all of these things to get. Maybe the chocolate is a little bit easier, but it's basically, this one is definitely the hardest one as well. So anyways, yeah, that was the thing. So again, you can also use it with this one. Doesn't really matter which one you go for, just that is a little bit more expensive, but maybe you have a rare one, and that one is that. So yeah, I'll you know, get my stuff right here and just defeat the bosses. It's gonna be 5 floors probably. If it's not, then you'll see me again before we head into step number 6. But so far, this was step number 5. I'll see you guys maybe in step number 6, or something different, but maybe step number 6 right here. All right, guys, I hope you saw what I wrote in the previous step about the delve. But yeah, we are now on step number 6. So step number 6, we have to complete an egg hunt, and we're gonna go back to Candoria, and we're gonna find one of these egg hunts here. It's not the dungeons we're talking about. It looks like one of these has some plateaus and stuff, and you can see also there is other people that are doing the egg hunt as well. So how you're gonna complete this one is just you're gonna go all the way down here to the bottom. If you don't gonna fall through a little bit around here. So what you do is that you try still to stand a little bit still here if you can, and not get super attacked, but it kind of did. But the point is you are going to go over here, and you're just gonna click this one here, the Bunfest bound, and you're gonna click this one, and there's gonna be a timer, and then you can basically go around and defeat these the eggs that are here. Of course, the more people that are, the more eggs you are going to get of these. There's going to be the same amount of eggs, but the point is there is going to be easier for you to get it. And there is a timer. You can see there's just 20 seconds left, and I only got 20. I'd like that there's 25. It says how many eggs there is going to be. So we're gonna go around and try to get all the eggs here. We're probably not going to. There's 7 seconds left. But if you are, you know, with more people, you are just gonna split up and get them all here done. So it still says I still have 25 seconds left apparently. This just kind of started again, but now I'm not hitting this one, of course, because I am lagging, because there's a bunch of people that are in this world at the moment. So I'll try to complete it, and I'm just not standing there. So that's just because it says I'm standing there, but I'm not standing there. Still not standing there. I'm still not standing there. And we're gonna try to, oh, I'm inside the house, that's why. Okay, I'll try again. Are we outside of the thing now? Oh, we are. Okay, cool. But that is it. That is how you're gonna complete it. You don't have to get all of them to get it done, but that's kind of how it kind of works. You just have to get the, you know, some of them done. I think at least maybe one of them, I'm not sure, but you are at least going to need one of them to complete them. But you're gonna just go to Pandora, just run around, and there's one over there as well. As you can see, you can do another one there if you want to. There's also another one over there. So there's plenty of them, and they also is, of course, if I go to the map here, I'm just gonna be standing here. It doesn't matter. The point is, if you see, it is gonna look like a dungeon on the map, so you can look that. And there's like plenty of people that are asking for it at the moment. But if you're doing this later on, of course, that is it. But yeah. It is quite laggy at the moment. That's just how it is when there is events. This is how it works. But yeah, that was step number 6. Let's move into step number 7. All right, for step number 7, we have to complete 2 daily quests. So we are back in the Trove hub right here, and we're gonna go over to the event area, go behind Qubesly right here, and there is one to find hidden eggs, and there's also one to doing an egg hunt. So let's go in and check those ones out as well. So complete an egg hunt, that we just did in step number 6, and then we have to find hidden eggs as well. These are the ones that we found before, the small tiny teeny eggs that we found. I think it was step number 2 where we have to find these ones. So we have done this before. We have done the hidden eggs, and we have also done the egg hunt. Sorry, the egg hunt. In the previous steps. So you're just gonna do 2 of these. We don't have to do that on camera. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do those 2. So yeah, just do these 2 dailies. So we can, that's also how you're gonna get more tokens. If you need more tokens, the Bunfest tokens, you're gonna do these every day. So these are pretty simple. The egg hunt, we did that one before. Quite laggy, but it is gonna get better over time with getting these ones, the egg hunt, and then of course also the hidden eggs are just gonna be in different biomes. So you can just go to do that one as well. So that's basically step number 7, just doing these 2 dailies, and I can see you guys in step number 8. All right, so we've done our dailies. Now we can do step number 8. So step number 8, we are back in the hub because we need the station, the Bunfest station. This is the one Bunfest station, or the Bunfest crafting table, whatever you are going to call it. So we go into the Bunfest table here, or station, whatever you call it, and we have to make a donation. So it is going to cost you 50 of the Bunfest chocolate. If you don't know how to get Bunfest chocolate, you just do dungeons or do the dells as we talked about before. This one, that's going to be a bunch of chocolate getting it from that. But we are going to go ahead and just hit this one. So it's going to cost us 50 chocolate to go ahead and do a donation. So I'm going to go ahead and do so. And also that gave me also a token. And yeah, you can see that's gonna give me the token. Just gonna go ahead and claim that if I can. Probably not right now. Doesn't really work. Okay, it's not working at the moment. It worked out. Okay, it kind of worked out anyways. So yeah, that was step number 8. Not very much to it. Just go ahead again, like I said, to the station, donate once, and then you are good to go. If you don't have enough chocolate, go out there, do the delves, do the dungeons, the egg hunts, all that stuff, and you are going to have enough chocolate to do a donation. So anyways, that was step number 8. We can now head into step number 9. All right, so step number 9 started right where we left off for step number 8. In step number 9, we have to open our leaderboard. Yes, very hard task. Not sure anybody can do so. If you can't, you know, write in the comments, you know, contact me on Discord. You know, this is a super hard step, guys. So I understand if you can't do it. I'm not sure if I can myself, but I'll try and I'll guide you through this one. So to open your leaderboard, all you have to do is press K. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to complete this step by hitting K. We are going to open our leaderboards. But if you don't know what your key bindings is, you can press, if you see down here in the bottom right here, you can see there is a little thing here. Mine is binded to V, so if yours is not binded to V, it could be binded to something else. Here you can actually see what your leaderboard is actually binded to. So yeah, it could be a little, it's not sure it's K. For me it's K, okay? But if you press whatever button says down below this little button here, you can also click it if you actually have a mouse. If you can see now I don't have a mouse, but if I do open my inventory or I open up my character sheet, we are going to get that one. But yeah, I'm going to open up my inventory, then I'm going to go down here, and you can also click it if you want to, and then you also click the leaderboard if you want to do so to get it that way. But there's a keybind, of course, to K as well. But now it's not really any of them working at the moment. I can't. Usually I can, can't you? No, it's not. It's not doing what it's supposed to be. But it doesn't matter. The point is that you just open your leaderboard, and that is it. I think it wants us to, because it's like some daily contest. I think it's the Bunfest thing here where we actually get some cases because we got some score. I'm not sure how you get the score, but apparently this is a daily thing. It seems like so. You can also get some other stuff if you are ranked. But score just gives you 1, so that means you have to do one thing. I guess it's doing dungeons or something like that. See what the top person is. 3,000. Okay, so it might be hunts or something like that. Something to do with the Bunfest. Something we've done during the day at least. So anyways, that was the hardest step of this quest probably. Step number 9. We can now head into step number 10. Alright guys, so we are on step number 10, and for step number 10 we have to find Sir Cick's cloak. So we are going to go back again to Candoria and we're going to find it. So there's no really method to finding it. It is just going to show up on your, right in front of you right here as you can see. So it's going to be probably in a different places. It's going to be very, very small. I hope that this little thing here is also on your screen as well. I hope it's not a mod or something like that. Let me know in the comments if it's a mod or not. That would be great because I really don't know if it is or not. So, but it's gonna look like this little bitty itty bitty thing. So if it doesn't show up like this, just go around and see if you can find this little bit of a thing right here. It should say Sir Cick's cloak here. So when you run around, and there's not a lot on the ground for Candoria, so you're probably gonna find it pretty easily. I was right over there, and then I kind of did a circle around, and then I found it as well. So it didn't took me like more than 5 minutes or so to find it, because now I also know what it looks like, because I didn't know what I was looking for. I thought it was like some of these explodey thingies, or maybe it was some of the other stuff, but yeah, it was just that one. So I'm just going to interact with this one as well. It's pretty simple. Oh, there's also an invader. Hi, how you doing? Good to see you. So yeah, that's basically it. Just run around and you should hopefully find yourself one as well on the ground. But that's now you know what you're looking for. It's not defeating anything, it's just looking around to find that one as well. You can see there's other people looking for it as well. Thank God I'm making a guide, right guys, so you guys could just follow along. You don't have to, do it yourself. But anyways, that was step number 10. Let's head into step number 11. Alright guys, for step number 11, we have to find the shield, and we are still in Candoria. We have to find the egg dungeons as well. So I did run around a little bit and actually found an egg dungeon. As you can see, this one also slay King Egon. I don't know if it has to say that or not, but the point is just find any egg dungeon, complete it of course if you want to do so, but it is going to show up right here when you go through it. You don't have to complete it. It is going to show, you can see there is the shield. So again, like we did in the previous step, we just go up to it and pick it up. And that's going to complete step number 11. So if it's not inside here, it could be, this was, it could be up here. It might even be inside of, King Egon here. It might actually also be here. So if it's not, then just go to another egg dungeon. I found mine in the first one. I'm not sure if it's going to be that for you, but just keep going until you do find it. So just see if you can find some more egg dungeons, and it maybe should be in there. There's one over there. I can see that one. So that one is actually pretty cool. It's actually kind of half ripped off the paper there. That's actually pretty cool. But yeah, just go to the next one, see if it's there, see if the other one. But make sure, of course, you are on step number 11, because it's not going to show up if you're not on step number 11. So yeah, that was step number 11. Now we can head into step number 12. Alright, so for step number 12, we have to find this sword now, and this is probably one of the hardest of items to find, because we do have to go back to the delves. We do have to go in here and get another gateway, so this is kind of a hard step because we need to get some of these. But make sure you make this Buntopia. Don't make any of the other ones as well. It says right here that it has to be the Buntopia delves, so it's probably going to be there somewhere. I'll show you guys, of course, when I find it, but again, we need all these materials to do so as well. So pretty crazy. You have to do it twice actually, and this one should also be the one you do for the other step as well. I unfortunately made this one and that only had one of them, so that was kind of sad. So afterwards I made one of these, so I actually made it 3 gateways during this one instead of just 2. But yeah, just go ahead and make this one as well, and then yeah, you should be able to get so. So I'm gonna go ahead and craft this one, then put it down, go in there and find the sword. And when I find the sword, I'll show you guys as well. So I'll see you guys in the delve. Alright guys, I did the first floor, and as you can see, there is the carrot or the sword that we are going to use. I actually also got a memento. As you can see here, I have already collected this one. I'm clicking it and it says I've already collected this one. And when I do loot collect, I do get one of these ones as well. So just wanted to show that one, but this is of course about the sword. So again, to pick up the sword, all we have to do is that pick this one up. You do have to defeat the boss, I think. That's at least how I, got mine. So pretty sure that's just how I did. I didn't find it through the dungeons. I was looking very, very carefully through it all. It just took me a very long time to look through it all. And then I just decided, well, I'm going to do the boss. And then hopefully if it doesn't, then I'll have to do a floor or just go back and check or whatever. But thank God it was in there, because I spent a lot of time looking in every nook and cranny, because I didn't know how good it's gonna look or how easy I was gonna overlook it. But yeah, you do have to do the boss, and then you are going to probably get it. If you don't get it on the first floor here, like I did in this one, it did show up after I defeated the boss. So if it doesn't do that for you, I'm pretty sure it's going to. Just do another floor and just keep doing that until you get it. Or make sure, of course, you're on step 12 again. You have to do so as well. But that was step number 12, and you can head on out into step number 13. Alright, for step number 13 and the last step as well, we got Sir Click. We gotta talk to him as well. And not click. I'm not sure how I'm pronouncing. I just want to say click. I don't know why. I know there's no L in there, but I just want to say click. But yeah, we are back in the hub, and he's over here in the event area. We're gonna go up there and talk to him, and we're gonna give all his equipment back. Pretty cool. Oh, and yes, he does it. Yes, amazing. Yes, I wanted him to change, style. Oh, he looks actually absolutely amazing as well. That's going to give us another daily quest, which is going to be egg dungeons. We need to do 3 egg dungeons, if you want to, but you don't. That's not part of anything, but you could do it for the extra tokens if you do want so as well. So yeah, that's gonna be in there, and also you get, of course, your little ally here. That is gonna be for the quest one as well. But yeah, that does it for this here little guide on how to complete the Bunfest here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Right over here is a video that YouTube thinks that you are gonna like. I didn't put it there. Well, I put it there, but I said, hey, make the best video for this person that's watching, so you should probably check it out. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.